Good day and welcome to another episode of Liquid Health News. And I am your host, Jefferson Nunn. And we have a lot of just incredible news. That's just unbelievable news that's going on out there. First of all, there was a massive fire at a chemical plant in northern Illinois last week, and this is things they don't tell you about. We're too busy looking at all kinds of other news. We don't realize there's just massive environmental devastation going on. And, they evacuate people within a mile radius of this chemical plant. But, the black plumes of smoke that go up, eventually they go down. And also the runoff from that chemical plant that goes into the river and it goes into our fishes and we end up eating it. So it's just terrible news there. One bit of better news, a jury awarded $48 million to a Florida woman that, had a mold illness. So in 2015, Lynette moved into an apartment complex, and at that time she was 56 years old. There was already a leak in the roof. And there was proof of mold coming from this leak. And she didn't move out until 2 years later, September 2017, after Hurricane Irma. But she already had severe mold illness from this mold, from this leaky roof. All her body parts, her nervous system, her digestive system, her immune system was all compromised by these mold spores that produces mycotoxin. Before 2015, she was a healthy woman. After she moved out, she had now this lifelong illness. And the only thing that was different was that, during that 2-year period of time, she lived in this moldy apartment. She filed lawsuits against the roofing company, against the building owner, against the management company, and some were settled, some were defaulted on, but she was awarded a $48 million judgment. And this is very good news for those of us that suffer from these lifelong illnesses. So I would invite anyone that's having issues to join us on our newly launched website, biotoxinfoundation.org or biotoxin.foundation. The Liquid Health News site is still up and remains at liquidhealth.news. At both of these websites, you can find resources to help you understand more about what's going on with the mold illnesses and other toxins in our environment. For example, there's a bug that if it bites you, it can cause this thing called Chagas disease. And it's from toxins released by a bacteria by this bug that bites you. And the bug resembles a lot like a mosquito bite, but maybe it's a little bit worse than a mosquito bite. And what happens is you'll get the initial period of inflammation, the little bug bite on your arm. And then after a couple of weeks, it goes away. And then between 10 and 20 years later, the bacteria produces toxin that causes your heart to stop. Now, if you catch it early on, there's a very simple antibiotic treatment that gets rid of this bacteria. So if you get a very nasty, itchy bug bite, get tested for Chagas disease from your doctor. It could literally save your life. And finally, over the past week, we've been releasing a series of videos covering a variety of bottled water. It turns out some bottles of water are bad. If there are bottles of water you would like for me to test, send them to me or let me know the name of it and I will purchase it. You can just let me know by this video, comment on the video, or contact us through our website. Either way. Thank you for joining us today on another great episode of Liquid Health News. I am your host, Jefferson Knight.